Dennis Kipker is a professor of IT security law at Bremen University of Applied Sciences. Welcome to DW. Tell us then about how this company, CrowdStrike, appears to be connected to this mess.
Yeah, so generally speaking, all this mess concerns two cybersecurity problems. So firstly, there was a rollout of a cybersecurity software from CrowdStrike, which often analyzes network connections for malicious behavior. It is often also rolled out in connection with Microsoft cloud services. And there was a malicious update of this software, and this led to the outage that you currently see in a lot of different companies and critical infrastructures worldwide. And the second thing is, and this is quite unclear, I would say, there are also some services issues from Microsoft itself, where Microsoft is currently working on a solution, but regarding this, we do not have any further information at the moment.
A malicious update, that sounds like a cyber attack. Explain to us what you mean.
Yeah, so far as we can see, it's not a cyber attack yet. So a cyber attack would mean that we have any kind of malicious actor coming from outside of the company and trying to attack certain systems. But as far as we can see, this is just an ordinary technical rollout of an update, but this update itself did not work properly. So it does not seem at the moment that we have some kind of external actor hacking any kind of affected companies. It's more like we have a software procedure which has been malicious and where have been some faulty coding issues possibly inside.
Okay. And it seems extraordinary that so many companies across the world have been affected by this one problem.
Yeah, definitely. And what we see here is really the worst case, in my opinion, that we have seen so far regarding centralization of IT, because we are talking here about the cloud market. And we have a lot of software monostructures here, which are mostly owned by Microsoft services like Microsoft 365 and Microsoft Azure. And not only companies worldwide are relying on Microsoft products, but also, for example, critical infrastructures such as airports, banking, and finance sector, up to small and medium-sized enterprises. And this is just the worst case, the worst result that we can see if we just rely on cloud infrastructure without taking care of cybersecurity and reliability of these cloud infrastructures.
But isn't the whole point of cloud infrastructures that if something happens, then it switches to servers elsewhere and nobody sees a problem?
Yeah, of course, this is normally also the case in the marketing argument that we see, because it's often said, well, you have a stronger redundancy in cloud infrastructures. And this is something I mentioned in the beginning of this interview. So we do not only have this CrowdStrike issues, we also have some server problems coming directly from Microsoft in the United States. And normally we have this kind of redundancy, but we currently do not see why this technical issue has been happened here. And it is also to say, when you have cloud issues, and you have also an external cybersecurity company such as CrowdStrike, which is taking care of your cybersecurity, it might be the case that you have this faulty update and then nothing works anymore, not just the cloud, but also your access to the cloud, because we have the malicious software here installed on the PCs and not in the cloud itself.
Lots of hospitals and airports are now back online. Is that because this has been fixed, or has it been patched, or have they been using alternative systems?
So relatively shortly after this whole incident happened, there was a communication directly coming from CrowdStrike and also from Microsoft on how to deal with this issue. So they rolled out some fixes. They gave some information, press information, and also information on the websites. And a lot of companies are currently dealing with that. So fixing this bug and rolling back to the state of technology they had before this malicious software has been installed. But I'm quite sure that there will still be some data losses. So even if everything is back online, we are not talking about a status that has been before that regarding availability of these cloud services.
So what do we learn from this?
Yeah, we should see that we cannot rely completely to 100% on cloud service. And I think this is the biggest lesson we can learn from the incidents that happened today. So in the past, we have said cloud services are cheap, they're easy to use, I don't care about my IT service because I have redundancy, I just pay some money. And now we see it's not that. So cloud monostructures are definitely a problem that we have in the European Union. And people and companies should think about on how to create more redundancies. That can also possibly mean to have own data premises storages, for example, or to have a so-called multi-cloud strategy, that you do not rely only on just one cloud provider, but on several cloud providers to have more redundancy regarding your cybersecurity and availability of your IT systems.
OK, thanks for guiding us through that. Professor Dennis Kipker from Bremen University of Applied Sciences.
You're welcome.